Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the man behind the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about another 4K release, and I am so excited this came out. Our friends at Kino Lorber have come through again. This is Ronin, starring Robert De Niro. It also stars Jean Reno, Natasha McElhone, Stellan Skarsgård, Sean Bean, and Jonathan Pryce. Is directed by the great John Frankenheimer. This movie came out in the fall of 1998, and I was immediately interested. I like spies and international intrigue and kind of this mysterious world. So I was immediately interested, but I didn't get a chance to see it in the theaters. So I had to wait till the early 1999. I rented it with some of my buddies in college, and I watched it and was absolutely blown away just by this world and the characters and the acting and the direction, the musical score, the editing, and I'm going to get into some of the craft of making this film later because it is just extraordinary. Now, here Robert De Niro plays an ex-CIA guy named Sam, and he explains that he just needs the money, so he meets up with a girl named Deidre, played by the beautiful Natasha McElhone. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And, she has work for Sam as well as some other people. And they're all mercenaries and don't really trust each other, but they find out that they need to steal this mysterious big metal case. And since whatever's in it is so valuable, they can't just buy it from the people that have it. So they just need to steal it, and they're paying these mercenaries a lot of money to steal it. So the price must be astronomical. And Sam's kind of leery about all these people. He doesn't trust any of them there. He doesn't know what's in the case, but he needs the money so badly, so he just goes anyway. But he's very reluctant. He just does not trust anybody because he's interested. His main interest is to survive. So he goes along here for this adventure, and he does develop a little bit of rapport with Vincent, played by Jean Reno, and they have great chemistry here. So they do develop a friendship, and so they go along and learn to trust each other, and they set up a plan to steal this case. And Deidre has hired them to steal, but she doesn't tell them everything, so Deidre and Sam kind of have back and forth. Like, Sam's like, well, I'm going to need more money if you're not going to tell us much. I want more money for myself and the rest of us here. So she goes back, gets the more money. So they set up this plan to steal the briefcase, and that leads to the first of two epic car chases, and it is phenomenal. It was all done practically. There was no CGI. This was back in 1998. This wasn't CGI'd everything. So they just took some cars on the different streets in Nice, which is in France, and they just had some epic car chases. And the editing and all the stunt work and all that stuff is absolutely phenomenal. Maybe the best I've ever seen. No exaggeration, these car chases. It's just, I was blown away. Not only by the mysterious world they're in and the different characters and the acting and direction, but these car chases, there isn't too much action initially, but when it hits, boy, does it count. And the first car chase was just really blew me away. Now, as they go along, loyalties are tested, and some of the mercenaries kind of betray each other, so they're trying to regroup and make another attempt to get this mysterious case, and only Sam and Vincent trust each other, so they continue to go on this adventure to try to go after the case again. And there's another car chase towards the end in Paris, which is another absolutely phenomenal chase. When you see the first chase, you're like, how are they going to top that? They do. And the editing, again, everything's done practically. Everything was real. Everything that you saw on screen was there. They didn't even speed up the frames. These sedans were doing 120 in the streets of Paris. So, it was just absolutely beautiful. And then, the movie concludes, but I just loved the atmosphere, the score by Ilya Simerel. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's just all really well done. So if you like a spy thriller with some amazing action, you're gonna love this movie. I really loved it. And now, I bought the copy when I fell in love with this movie I bought the original VHS that I still have, and it still works. I never upgraded a DVD. Arrow Video put out a Blu-ray that went out of print. I was interested, and I almost dropped $70 on eBay to get it, and I'm glad I didn't because Kino Lorber has put this one out with a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master, a 4K scan from the original negative. And let me tell you, it is beautiful. When I popped it in and started watching it, I noticed it immediately. Obviously from VHS upgrade, but man, this looks incredible. You can see Robert De Niro's character Sam, like the beginning of the movie, like it's this gray, mysterious world. You know, everything's kind of dark, and it was shot in November, and so it was kind of dark and gray. But you can't see as well here. Now you can see it more. This movie is brighter. It shines brighter, but it still has that kind of dark element with these characters. So the atmosphere's still there, but you can see things so much more clearly. Everything's here. It's a beautiful transfer, still very natural looking. There wasn't all this DNR applied, so it's a great, great transfer. This may be the best I've seen this year as far as from an older film. And the audio, maybe the best I've ever heard. It was a new audio track, and boy, when those car chases kick in, the engine's revving and they're going through gravel and the skidding on the streets and all that stuff, your sound system will get a workout. You're along for the ride. It sounded incredible. So, really good. Very happy with this purchase. So I'll show you a little bit more. It has the slip cover here, which is like the original artwork. Here's inside. Kino Lorber, as usual, doesn't do anything with the actual discs themselves. But, man, this is the thing. And the special features, Kino Lorber, as with the Stone Cold that I talked about last time, usually they a little bit skimpy on the special features. Not on here. Here's some of the stuff they have. Audio commentary, John Frankenheimer. That's obviously not new because he's sadly no longer with us. Close up with interview cinematographer Robert Fraze. That's on the Blu-ray. In the Ronin cutting room, editor Tony Gibbs. Like I said, the editing here is phenomenal, so I imagine that's going to be interesting. An actor's process with Natasha McElhone. They talked to her about her experiences making it, and I watched that. That was very interesting. And composing the Ronin score with Elia Cimarron. I'm sure that's very informative. I said I liked the score a lot. And the driving of Ronin, stunt car coordinator Jean-Claude Legans. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. That looks really good. Through the Lens Through the Lens, another documentary cinematographer Robert Fraze. And so when it premiered at the Venice Film Festival, these are interview with Robert De Niro, Natasha McElhone, and Jean Reno, and Ronin filming in the Fast Lane featurette, an alternate ending, and theatrical trailer. So this thing is loaded. So if you like this movie, this is the edition you really want. So I would say, because obviously in my circumstance with the VHS, definitely worth the upgrade. But let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. Are you going to check it out? Do you think the car chases are the best ever? Let me know any of that in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.